So, I don't know if you guys have heard or anything, but Leafy's here got banned from YouTube. I don't know if you got the message, if it was clear, if the thousands of tweets on the issue, the trending tab on Twitter, the 50,000 different YouTube commenters making videos about it, if that told you the news, but Leafy's here got banned. And before I get any further, I'd just like to point out, Storyfire, a platform that I promoted in the past, a platform that I'm actually on, you can go check me out over there, has made their biggest addition yet. Leafy's here is on Storyfire, and if he's still posting videos, it's probably going to be here because his second channel was banned, which tells me that he's pretty much gone forever. If YouTube is going to go out of their way to ban not only his main channel, but his second one as well, then obviously they're making their message clear. They don't want anything to do with Leafy anymore, and he is gone. So either what's going to happen, Leafy's going to leave the internet again, or he'll be posting videos. If he is posting videos, it's going to be on Storyfire. So go check out Storyfire. It's a great website. It's like an alternative for YouTube and Twitter, but other than Storyfire accounts and stuff like that, I actually have stuff I want to do today, regarding, iDubbbz's girlfriend, who, by the way, I didn't realize this, but apparently nobody seems to like this girl on the internet. Like, obviously she's got her fans, she's got like 100,000 followers on Twitter or whatever, but my god, dude, even I was impressed by the amount of people just shitting on her for her takes. And, I'm not gonna sit here and white knight or anything. I think that, if you make a dumb take or whatever, you deserve it, but I was just kind of taken aback by the amount of people who were just wanted nothing, who wanted to hear nothing from this girl and her opinions on the Leafy situation, because to be quite honest, it's pretty ridiculous when you have the girlfriend of iDubbbz, the guy whose catchphrase used to be N-word F-slur, to see her grandstand and justify Leafy's ban from YouTube. I mean, last year, iDubbbz's content cop on Leafy got removed, and everybody defended that. Everybody was like, this content deserves to stay. Every single time a Filthy Frank video gets removed from YouTube, people defend that. But when Leafy gets banned, suddenly that's a great move by YouTube. When Leafy gets banned, he's gotta go, alright? Just ridiculous. Makes no sense. Let's listen to what iDubbbz's, or let's read what iDubbbz's girlfriend had to say. Freedom of speech coomers are out here thinking you call someone's mom a whore at your place of work with zero consequence. Companies are allowed to have limits and rules on how they want people to conduct themselves. Freedom of speech protects you from the government, not from getting fired. Of course, equating YouTube and social media to the workforce or the workplace doesn't really make much sense to me. It seems like a false equivalence. YouTube and social media, that's where you go to, deliver your message, to talk about things. It's essentially the modern day public square. And when your content is unfairly chosen and censored, in comparison to everyone else, then that is a violation of freedom of speech. All these people come out and say, oh, but it's a private company. Oh, but it's a private business. They'll say anything to excuse any sort of censorship online because at the end of the day, they know that it's wrong. They just like it because nobody likes Leafy's here. Well, I mean, a lot of people like Leafy, but nobody in this circle likes Leafy's here. So they'll defend any little negative thing that happens to them. Again, doesn't make much sense to me. I'm convinced people who cry freedom of speech when someone gets fired/terminated has never worked a real job in their life. This is the person who's streamer turned OnlyFans girl now talking about real life jobs. Okay, very interesting. Repsound even down here saying, not going to generalize everyone with a tweet like that, but I definitely think people don't understand the difference between freedom of speech versus freedom from consequence, what you can say, and how it affects future jobs, brand deals, etc. And Nick says, for instance, starting an OnlyFans after a faulted Twitch career could cause a consequence that affects future employment, which is true. I mean, if you want to be an edgelord on the internet, it will probably, depending on how anonymous you are, it might affect, your ability to get a real job, similarly to how starting an OnlyFans could. Just throwing that out there. Anisa then says, and this is the kicker right here. This is the best part, bro. If Ian ever got removed, Ian is iDubbbz, if iDubbbz ever got removed from YouTube for his Content Cop series, it would be unfortunate, but it's YouTube's right to do that. Ian made choices to take risks by making edgy content just as I have in making an OnlyFans. I still hold the same opinion regardless. That's life. It's not a gotcha to ask me this question. It's just life. So if Ian went down, would suck, but hey, YouTube's allowed to do it. What a cuck to take, if I have to be honest with you. I think I even wrote something on this comment yesterday. Where was I? I was one of the first people to find this, because I was streaming at the time. Where is it? Oh, there I am. There I am. Wait, no I'm not. Where am I? There I am, right at the bottom. Literally cucked by YouTube. I mean, what more can you say? It's as if everybody on the internet's just like, well, if YouTube were to take me down, that's their right. No! Stand up for yourself. Acknowledge this for what it is. You know, you've got a guy, Leafy, who makes edgy jokes getting kicked off, while people who make heinous allegations against people, who accuse people of horrible crimes like rape and pedophilia, who get it wrong, they're allowed to stay up. Jeffree Star's allowed to stay up. All kinds of terrible, horrible people are allowed to stay up. Red Kiwis, a gaming YouTuber who admitted to sending his dick pic to a child, he's still up. Literal pedophiles are still up. Lion Maker still has a channel on YouTube. You know, people who've done horrible, real-life dangerous things, people who are literally pedophiles, they're still on YouTube. I'm not saying every single pedophile. YouTube has taken down pedophiles before, but there are also a lot of other, in my opinion, far worse people on YouTube than Leafy. Don't look at the Leafy censorship as like, this is YouTube doing a good thing for people who are afraid of getting bullied or whatever like that. YouTube doesn't care about that. YouTube is just doing this to save face. It's the same reason they wanted to take Leafy down in the first place. Leafy was big in 2016, YouTube wanted to take him down back then, but they didn't, because the backlash would have been too strong if they just outright deleted Leafy back in 2016. Now in 2020, YouTube can take down Leafy and get praise for it. Minimal backlash, all praise. So that's why they did it. Don't look at this as like, this is YouTube protecting people. They're protecting themselves. And you shouldn't support that. Anyway, she continues. A lot of you are extrapolating things I've never said in my previous tweet. I said we are aware of the risks that come with the career paths we chose. And it's YouTube's right to uphold a TOS. Now that I don't support my significant, not that I don't support my significant other, and that I would be singing, sea chanties if he got banned. Yeah, we understand that, but like, you're talking about the YouTube TOS or whatever. You know what's in the TOS? You're supposed to get a 3-strike warning system. Actually, you're supposed to get a warning and then 3 strikes. Like, if you're violating the policies, YouTube's supposed to be like, hey, buddy, you're violating the policies, knock it off. And then if you do it 2-3 more times, then you get banned. It's not supposed to be instantaneous. If we're gonna sit here and be like, yes, YouTube has a right to uphold their TOS, okay, fair enough. How come Leafy didn't get a strike? He already confirmed on Twitter that he did not get a strike. I think Johnspawn even pointed out, if I can pull it up live on the spot over here. He clarified this. Let's find it. Where is it? Come on. There he is. Checked emails. Didn't get strikes, just suspension. So, where's holding the TOS? Doesn't make much sense to me. And then finally, the last tweet here. No one's stopping you guys from making your own edgy videos, sharing service where everyone's telling each other to kill themselves, but no one's stopping ad companies from saying, I don't want to fund this either. So she's basically saying, you don't like the internet? Make your own internet. As if that's a practical solution. Make your own internet where you can make Leafy's videos. I mean, we have Storyfire, and I love Storyfire, but like, I don't know if this platform's gonna succeed. I would like it to, but I just don't know if that's reasonable or if it's possible. And you know what? YouTube was the home for that shit. And now, obviously, they're just cracking down on that stuff. And basically, you got a bunch of people saying, like, why are you criticizing this? It's against the rules. Okay, we can criticize that. You know? I mean, yeah, it is true, I guess. YouTube does have the final say. We can give our opinions, too. We don't just have to shut up and take it. We can talk about it. We can criticize it. We can point out the inconsistencies from YouTube's end. Just a thought. Anyway, that's basically iDubbbz's girlfriend's take. A ton of YouTubers were really clowning on her for this, and I can see why, to be honest with you. I kind of didn't realize a lot of people hate her. And I think it's not just because, it's not because of who she is as a person, it's because of who she's dating. iDubbbz, you know, Mr. Edgelord himself. His own girlfriend's, you know, pretty much making a stand against edgy content. Justifying edgy content creators getting removed. That's pretty funny if you think about it, you know? Just some food for thought. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys hear the music. There we go. My name's iDubbbz. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Everyone, hopefully, good luck on school, guys. The school season's starting. Hopefully, you guys do well at that. I'll be right there with you. Anyway, I'm out here. Goodbye, everyone. See y'all later.